G'day guys, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. We're at Hong Kong International Airport. Today we're going to fly 2024 Skytrax, world's best airline, Qatar Airways, and their world's best business class from here to Doha. It will be on board their 777-300, which is also a former Cathay 777, so it won't have Q Suite, rather you'll have the old Cathay seats. So it will be interesting to see what that's like on Qatar. Now without further ado, let's go check in. Hong Kong Airport. It's hustling and bustling. In the late evening, a lot of long-haul flights depart for Africa, North America, the Middle East, Europe, and also Japan and Korea. If you haven't already followed me on Instagram, be sure to check it out. On my Instagram, I post live stories as I travel. And a big shout out to TapTags for sponsoring this video. TapTags are your electronic business cards. You can now purchase one via taptags.me and use the code Jaden for 10% off. When you receive your TapTags, you can link it to your phone number, social media, and email address. At Hong Kong Airport, you'll find Qatar Airways at check-in aisle E. Qatar Airways operates 2 daily flights from Hong Kong, and both flights have first class in it. That's because both flights are operated by the former Cathay 777 and both have first class. Those 777s still retain the Cathay interior. Although we're flying in business, we took advantage of my mum's One World Emerald status and checked in via the first class lane. If you're flying in first or you're One World Emerald, you have access to the Cathay Pacific first class lounges, the wing and the pier, and also the Plaza Premium first lounge. If you're flying in business or you've got One World Sapphire status, you can use Cathay Pacific business class lounges throughout the airport, and also the Plaza Premium Lounge near gate number 1. We just made it to the Cathay Pacific, the Wing First Class Lounge, located just after security and immigration. Today when I went through security, you still had to take out your laptop and water. As of the 2nd of July 2024, you no longer have to do that. Hong Kong Airport now has new X-ray machines. So plan of action, we have a late departure, so I'll have dinner right now. And then later when we take off, I'll go straight to bed to maximize my rest, and then I'll have something to eat before landing into Doha. In recent months, Cathay Pacific has taken over the operation of their own lounges at Hong Kong Airport. The staff are now in-house, no longer contracted, and you really see and feel the differences. For instance, now the staff wear Cathay uniform and they look like flight attendants. The food quality and presentation have improved, and the service is now more attentive, at least in the restaurant. For example, they'll now pour the champagne in front of you, and now they offer you dessert without you asking. And just like in the past, in addition to a la carte, there's buffet. When you're done eating, you'll find those comfy sofas outside the restaurant, and during the day you'll have an amazing tarmac view. They've also got those lounge chairs. Each of them comes with power outlet and they're good for working. If you want ultimate privacy and comfort, head to the cabana. There are 6 of them in the Cathay, the Wing First Class Lounge. It's first in, first served. So during the peak hours or holiday seasons, I recommend putting your name down on the waiting list before you head to the restaurant. And once you're inside, you've got 90 minutes. When it's not busy, you can spend as much time as you want. It's like a massive hotel room, except it hasn't got a proper bed. You'll find a comfortable and fluffy bathrobe, slippers, and they offer complimentary ironing service. There's no proper luggage rack in this space, but the room is so big anyway, you can place it anywhere you want. I'm currently still One World Sapphire with Qantas Gold, but I'm working hard this year to get Qantas Platinum, which is One World Emerald, so that I could use this lounge as often as I want. Time really flies when you're in a first class lounge. Now it's time to head to our gate for our flight to Doha. The airside of Hong Kong Airport is open 24/7, but most shops and stores have now closed. There's a 24/7 McDonald's if you're stuck here for an overnight transit. Here's our flight to Doha. A 14-year-old Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300ER Alpha 7 Bravo Oscar Bravo. Originally delivered to Cathay in 2009 with a registration of Bravo Kilo Papa Lima, it was stored during the COVID-19 pandemic, and then in 2021, Qatar Airways took over the ownership of this aircraft. Hello, 12G. Thank you. Welcome on board Qatar Airways 777. Here's first class in a 111 configuration. Last year when I flew Cathay Pacific to Sydney, I sat in those seats. Be sure to check out that video. At check-in today, I was assigned to seat 12G, even though when I booked my ticket, I reserved 12K window seat. I don't know why that's happened, I'll ask the crew later. Rows 11 and 12 are situated in the mini cabin, right behind first class. The mini cabin we're in offers you way more privacy compared to the main cabin behind, with a total of 12 rows of business class. There are 3 of us travelling together today: my mum, her friend, and also myself. A friendly cabin crew just came to our row to say hello, offered us welcome drink. I went for the Qatar Airways signature, lemon and mint. She also gave each of us a disposable towel and in-flight menu. I like the wine list of Qatar Airways because I judged the book by its cover. It displays the images of the bottles. Champagne today is Guset. They've also got rosé champagne from Tatenga. Other than wines and champagnes, there's a long list of cocktails, spirits and beers. Now moving on to the food, it's a la carte today and dine as you want. Not many airlines offer that, so basically there's no set time for the food. You just let the crew know when you want to eat. It can be literally any time during the flight, after takeoff, before landing, or just tell them the time. There's also an extensive selection of non-alcoholic beverages, including iced coffee and chai latte.
Bound to Doha Hamad International Airport. Beside me here in the flight deck tonight is Senior First Officer Captain, actually, Captain Daniela Fikova, and looking after your safety and comfort in the cabin. Cabin Service Director Mrs. Dinka, and Cabin Senior Mr. Jonathan, and the rest of our award-winning team. Our flight time today will be 7 hours and 33 minutes, and will be
I just found out why I was booted away from my seat, 12K. The TV is broken. The crew just let me know because the mini cabin is quite empty. I could sit wherever I want. So my plan is to sit here for takeoff and landing, and I'll join my mum in the middle for the meal service. For the amenity kit today, my mum received a beautiful white bag, and for myself I got this ugly black box. It actually isn't that bad, the content is the same, except that my mum got a perfume and I got cologne. Now let's get into the seat features. Plenty of legroom at those first generation reverse herringbone seats. You can tuck the TV away, offering you better legroom. Despite not having a door, every seat is angled away, and every seat has a privacy flap, so if you're sitting normally you don't see other passengers and other passengers can't see you. On the other side of the flap you'll have the seat control buttons, a TV remote, universal power socket and a reading light. And right behind that panel there's a door for your storage compartment. You'll find a mirror and a set of noise cancelling headphones. There's one thing that people always miss out, and that is the shoe shelf. When you lay down your bed, you'll still have access to the shoe shelf, so when you wake up and want to use the loo, you can easily find your shoes. Finally, there's more storage next to your legs. It'll fit a small handbag, and there's a water bottle holder. The in-flight purser just came to us and said hello. She gave us a short briefing about the flight, such as the flight duration and location of the lavatory. That was a very nice touch. It's really hot right now. Those old Cathay planes don't have personal AC vents. We've now pushed back and begun our journey to Doha. I'll talk to you again after takeoff. captain has just switched off the seatbelt sign. Mum had quickly went to the lavatory and changed to her PJs. Before takeoff, the crew gave every business class passenger a set of pajamas. I just came into this lavatory located between the mini cabin and main business class cabin. It's pretty basic, but you've got a tiny bottle of premium hand lotion and a classic coat hook. I'm now getting changed into my pajamas and I'll actually use the coat hook. It's so useful. The cabin crew just gave each of us a protective kit. There's a pair of gloves, a face mask, and hand sanitizer. They're all expiring in the next few months, so it's probably left over from the COVID-19 pandemic. When you fly Qatar business class, the cabin crew will make your bed, but today we've got a pretty full flight and the crew are busy doing the other's bed, so I did it myself. The crew thanked me for doing so. I just told the crew that I don't want to eat now, but rather, I want to eat 2 hours before landing. Please wake me up. But before I do go to bed, I'm gonna have a glass of champagne. It also comes with a little bowl of warm nuts. I'm about to go to bed and I want to quickly show you the legroom. You get a lot at those older seats because you can tuck away the TV. It's definitely more than the Q suite. So would you rather have more legroom at those older seats or more privacy in the Q suite? Let me know in the comment. Now also I'm gonna lift up the armrest for even greater privacy, but this definitely can't compete with a door. By the way, this lavatory is much bigger than the one before, and in your pajama set you'll find a pair of slippers. Good night now, I'll see you in a few hours. I just woke up naturally and we're currently flying over the western part of India. We've got about 2.5 hours to go. I just moved to the seat next to my mum in the middle. She's awake as well, so we're gonna have dinner. Also, I changed seats so I can watch TV. Qatar Airways offers a wide range of entertainment. Plenty of Hollywood, Bollywood, and Arabic movies. The only complaint I have is that they should really update those screens. It's really old and laggy. There's Wi-Fi on this aircraft and there's a flat fee of $10 for in-flight access. On this particular plane, there's no free access for Qatar Airways members. I just let the cabin crew know I would like to eat now and they're now heating up the food. Here's a cup of chai latte. First time having a chai latte on a plane, and it's horrible. I can't taste chai or any spice, it's just milk. For the in-flight meal, I'll skip starter and dessert, but I'll be having 2 mains. This is stir-fry udon noodles with mushrooms. This was absolutely delicious, the taste was perfect, and it wasn't oily. Furthermore, I really like the presentation of the meal service. The crew would place a tablecloth on your table, there's no meal tray, and there's a cute little candle light, and of course there's no flame.
You wish you had a wife.
I almost did a spit take.
Jeff, you made this choice by your own free will, is that right? You tell him. Tell him.
My mum went for the beef tenderloin with peppercorn juice. It was nicely presented, but my mum didn't like it. She didn't really like the texture, it felt like pulled meat. Mum and I both went for a second main and we went for the same thing, smoked salmon and avocado on ciabatta. This was alright, nothing too remarkable. Overall, Mum and I are unimpressed with the Hong Kong Qatar Airways catering. The stir-fry udon was amazing, it was like comfort food and very generous amount of fungus, but everything else was average. The food on our connecting flight to Paris was a lot better. I just changed back to my window seat 12K for the sunrise and also for the landing later. Here's a cup of chamomile tea.
About 40 minutes from now. If you want to set your watch, the local time in Doha is 3:55 a.m. The weather in Doha is clear skies, light and variable wind, and a temperature of 36 degrees Celsius. On behalf of all the crew, wish you a very pleasant stay in Doha for a smooth journey. It's been a pleasure having you on board today. Thank you again for choosing the award-winning Qatar Airways.
To wrap up the service in business class today, the cabin crew gave us a disposable towel. Although disposable, it is from a premium brand, Diptyque. We've now started our descent and I'll quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at the first class check-in at Hong Kong Airport. The check-in agent was really friendly. He gave us a briefing about all the lounges we could use today, including the Cathay Pacific and the Plaza Premium. He also addressed my mum and her friend as my sisters, so the ladies were truly satisfied. Cathay The Wing First Class Lounge, amazing as always. Boarding for this flight started a bit early, so I didn't get to use priority boarding. Once on board, you get a friendly welcome from a cabin crew, and you get a selection of welcome drinks. For in-flight dining, it's completely a la carte, dine on demand, anytime you want. It's a lot of extra work for the cabin crew, but it is nice to have that service, especially on a red-eye flight. The bed was comfortable, I had a good quality sleep. There was a fluffy blanket and a mattress topper. The food today was not too great. Steak and the sandwich was meh, but the udon was delicious. Cabin crew today were also friendly and really professional. I truly enjoyed my first Qatar Airways business class flight today, and I look forward for the Q Suite flight to Paris later on. For the airfare today, I won't really discuss it because it really depends on your final destination, whether it be Europe, North Africa, or Doha. Last time I checked, flying from Hong Kong to Doha was really expensive, but if you catch a connecting flight to Oman, it's the cheapest. So guys, thank you very much for watching today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Now please enjoy the approach and landing into Doha. Don't forget to use my code Jaden for your tab tags. And after landing, I'll show you a Paris vlog. Don't miss out on that. See you later. Bye bye.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is switched off. Please take care when opening overhead storage compartments and ensure that you have all your personal belongings and travel documents with you as you disembark the aircraft. Remember that smoking is not permitted until you're within the designated smoking area. Customers traveling onwards in first and business class are invited to use our exclusive premium transfer facility in the transfer hall. It has been our pleasure taking care of you today, and we thank you for choosing to fly with Qatar Airways and the One World Alliance. Qatar Airways going places together. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure smooth disembarkation process, we ask that you remain seated until the row ahead of you has vacated. Thank you.
We've just arrived at Doha Airport. We'll now move on to the Paris vlog. It's now day 4 here in Paris. We're staying at the Hilton Paris La Défense. La Défense is like the Canary Wharf of Paris, basically the CBD, the place you want to be if you're looking for a man in finance, 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund, French, 6'5", blue eyes. It's a good day, sunny and warm. The location of the hotel is quite good. Although it's away from the touristy area, it's only a metro or train ride away. We're now heading outside for lunch. We missed out on the free breakfast today, woke up a bit too late. We'll be catching the metro, line number 1. We'll be taking the train to Hotel de Ville, which translates to City Hall in English. We'll be having lunch at Jaja. It's a casual French restaurant, recommended by a French friend of mine. Those crispy potatoes are to die for. The toilets have really low ceiling, I have to bend down. This is La Grande Pizzeria, in English, the big grocery store. We're now at the opera. My mum and her friend are going to the Lafayette for shopping. I'm gonna head back to the hotel to do some video editing. Here's a quick room tour. Sorry it's a little bit messy. We got a king relaxation room. We're not at an executive room because there's no executive lounge. So the relaxation room is a bit bigger than the regular room, and in the bathroom it's got a whirlpool tub. I like how the coffee and wardrobe area is completely separated with a bed, so it feels a bit bigger. And when you're at the bed, you can't see the mess you've left in the kitchen area. Here's a quick loo tour, very contemporary design. The shower cubicle is really tiny, but we've got rain shower. And here's the whirlpool tub. You can adjust the water pressure, it was amazing. I'm also going to go to the gym for a quick workout. So I just finished editing a video. It's a Vistara airline flight from Bangalore to Goa. I'm now going to head back to central Paris to join my mum and her friend for dinner. They were just shopping at Lafayette. For dinner, we're having escargot, French onion soup, typical French stuff. We're now back in La Défense. Thank you very much for watching my vlog today, and also the Qatar Airways trip report. Hope you enjoyed everything. Don't forget to like, comment and share, and most importantly, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button, because every week I upload a trip report like this one. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.